Love your adversaries, for they reveal your faults. Always acknowledge faults honestly. This will catch those in authority off guard and provide you with an opportunity to make a choice. Avoid dwelling on misfortunes too long, as it increases their power to harm us. Investing in knowledge yields the best interest. Forgiving your enemies always annoys them the most. I believe there is only one quality worse than a hard heart, and that is a soft head. One can never have too much red wine, too many books, or too much ammunition. Blessed is the one who expects nothing, for they shall never be disappointed. The only way to maintain your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Many people never succeed in life because when opportunity knocks, they are in the backyard looking for four-leaf clovers. When asked if you can do a job, respond, "Certainly I can." Then get busy figuring out how to do it. It's better to go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Whatever begins in anger ends in shame. If you could kick the person responsible for most of your troubles, you wouldn't sit for a month. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterward. Our labor protects us from three great evils: weariness, vice, and want. If you love life, do not waste time, for time is the essence of life. It is enough that the people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system. If they did, there would likely be a revolution by tomorrow morning. Think about how difficult it is to change yourself, and you will realize how insignificant your opportunities are to change others. Do something every day that you don't want to do. It's the golden rule for acquiring the habit of fulfilling your duty without pain. The only time you truly live fully is from 30 to 60. The younger are slaves to dreams, the old servants of regrets. Only those in middle age have all their senses under control. To lengthen your life, reduce your meals. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Whenever there is a difficult job, assign it to a lazy person. They will find an easy way to do it. The happiest life is a busy solitude. If you make a starving dog prosperous, it will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and a man. A man will do many things to be loved, but all things to be envied. Courage is rightly esteemed the first of human qualities, as it guarantees all others. Never argue with stupid people. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Tricks and treachery are the practice of fools. They lack the brains to be honest. He who falls in love with himself will have no rivals. Truth should be served like a coat, not thrown in the face like a wet towel. Do not hide your talents. They were made for use. What's the use of a sundial in the shade? Stay away from people who belittle your ambitions. Small people do that. But the truly great make you feel that you too can become great. When you're done changing, you're finished. There are many ways to move forward, but only one way to stand still. Right injury is written in dust, benefits in marble. Associate with men of good quality if you value your reputation, for it is better to be alone than in bad company. If a man empties his purse into his head, no one can take it from him. I would rather obey a fine lion much stronger than myself than 200 rats of my own species. Let us live in a way that even the undertaker will mourn our passing. One of the greatest discoveries a person can make is to find they can do what they once feared they couldn't. Actions are the seeds of destiny. Deeds grow into fate. One should never turn their back on a danger and try to run from it. Meeting it promptly and without flinching reduces the danger by half. Throughout history, no man who lived a life of ease left a name worth remembering. Big jobs usually go to the men who have proven their ability to outgrow small ones. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but, far more difficult, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. He who is good at making excuses is seldom good at anything else. Circumstances make the man, not the other way around. What we do for ourselves alone dies with us. What we do for others remains and is immortal. Better a broken promise than none at all. The most important ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. Grief can take care of itself, but to fully appreciate joy, you must have someone to share it with. It is a wise child who knows their own father, and an unusual one who fully approves of him. If you believe you can or you can't, you're right. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist. Courage is both the ability to stand up and speak and the willingness to sit down and listen. A person who was a pessimist before 48 knows too much. If they are an optimist after that, they know too little. Regardless of a person's age, they can appear younger by wearing a bright-colored flower in their buttonhole. Life's tragedy is that we age too soon and gain wisdom too late. When in doubt, tell the truth. There are many forms of lying, but only one is forbidden. Those who have enemies have stood up for something in their lives. It is the little conveniences that truly make life comfortable. To be busy is man's only happiness. Failure is simply an opportunity to begin again, but more intelligently. There are only two things we'll regret on our deathbed: that we are a little loved and little traveled. I'm an old man and I have known a great many troubles, but most of them never happened. Don't think money does everything, or you'll end up doing everything for money. Never argue with a fool. Onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. When you're good to others, you're best to yourself. What is more valuable than gold or diamonds? Virtue. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. Look for virtues in others and vices in yourself. It's better to endure many injuries than to inflict one. In this world, only death and taxes are certain. There are three things extremely hard: steel, a diamond, and knowing oneself. Cultivate that little spark of celestial fire called conscience. The working man is the happy man. It's the idle man who is miserable. We lavish gifts upon children, but the most precious gift, our personal association, we give grudgingly. Those who can give up essential liberty for temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Patience can achieve anything. Money has never made a person happy. The more one has, the more one wants. Don't hit it all if it's possible to avoid it, but if you must, hit hard. Some people die at 25 and aren't buried until 75. At 20, the will reigns, at 30, the wit, and at 40, the judgment. No man living can do more than he believes he can. It's easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. Foreigners and shadows attend only while the sun shines. I've seen a few die of hunger, but 100,000 from eating. Those who speak much are often mistaken. Of all the liars, sometimes the worst are our own fears. The most important decision is to be in a good mood. The art of medicine is to amuse the patient while nature cures the disease. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. The secret to a successful life is finding one's destiny and pursuing it. If passion drives you, let reason guide you. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing, and the worst thing is nothing. Do what you can with what you have where you are.